Wow, off to a great start. Usually I get a countdown that goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today, I got "You're on the air." I don't even know how I couldn't get a countdown. Why is that not possible? This feels like a bad omen. This is a bad sign. For those of you who were watching this show last week, at about the 45-minute mark, for the third time, our technical director's internet went down, forcing the show for the first time ever in 4+ years history to essentially be canceled. We never finished the show. If anything, that episode is now a collector's item on the World Wide Web because it's the first at-home episode that isn't done. It is yet to be completed. Some could argue it's still happening in some type of alternate universe. Anyways, it is Monday, May 13th, 2024. I am James. You are you. We are here for another edition of the show that won't go away. Maybe it's the show that can't go away. Maybe it's the show that you make out with and you regret it. But the next week, you're right back there begging for more, knowing that it's a bad idea. What are we doing? Right? What's the point of this anymore? Something changed over the past couple weeks where I don't know. I don't know anymore. I fire up this call. Production starts for the night. I go, I don't know about this. I got a bad feeling. And these bad feelings, they are simmering. They are bubbling. They are boiling. They are brewing. Let's get into it tonight. Before we bring on all of our guests, I want to discuss last week's happening with the culprit of last week. Without any further ado, I mention him as the technical director. I also know him as my side piece. Let's welcome Dave Kaufman to the show. Dave, what's going on?
Hey, James, how's it going? How you been?
Well, I was optimistic about this show tonight, and then I get, "You're on the air."
Let me tell you what. Let me
Yeah.
walk you through what happened.
Yeah.
I was in the pre-show call, as we all were, and then I started coughing. I have this phlegm in my throat, and so I muted my microphone.
Mm-hmm.
I coughed, got that phlegm out in a loogie of sorts, and then I was like, "Oh, it's time to bring James on." So I go 3, 2, 1. You're on the air, and then I put you on screen, and you don't react. And I'm like, "That's interesting. It's an interesting artistic choice." And then I realized, oh, I'm still muted.
Right. So because you were coughing, you muted yourself. You forgot to unmute, indicating to me that we were going live in 3, 2, 1.
That's correct.
How long was I on for?
Not very long. I realized, I don't know, maybe within 2 seconds.
All right. So you were a victim of the classic, "Oh, I think you're muted over there."
That's right.
Now, Dave, you still work remotely.
That's correct.
You, as I understand, spend a lot of your days on calls. You ever get caught in that? You ever catch anyone? "Oh, I think you're muted over there."
Oh, it happens constantly, James.
Yeah.
Also, apparently I have a very loud keyboard, so sometimes I'll mute myself and I'll catch myself again.
Okay. Well, Dave, let's talk about last week. What a disaster.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, Sleazy Darren, who is supposed to be our third guest, has not returned any of my calls. It was the spring cleaning episode. We had Sarah DeHay. We had Joe Conto. We're going to close things up with Sleazy Darren. We had to cancel on the poor guy.
Yeah, I feel bad about that, but not much I could do. It was my virgin internet that went down.
Okay, well, this has become a pretty common occurrence when you're taking care of the show on your end, which, it's fine from time to time. It was doubly fine when we had a few different tech directors. You're the only one left. You're the sole survivor.
Yeah,
So
sure.
now when we upload the episodes, they're uploaded like 2 parts. Last week's going to be 3 parts.
3 parts.
Yeah.
I'd be considered stitching them together.
Well, I'm curious to know what's going on with your internet.
I don't know. It's these virgins.
Does this ever happen while you're working remotely?
Sometimes while I'll go down, I'll rejoin a call.
Why do you think it happens almost every Monday, though?
It doesn't happen almost every Monday.
Yes, it does. If we do 4 episodes a month, it's 3 out of 4 episodes.
I bet that it's
That's
2.
more than almost.
I think it's 2 max.
Okay, well,
Let's see what
you're
happens
a
tonight,
tech
James.
head. You're a tech head. Why do you think it's happening?
There's one of a couple of reasons. One, the Virgin internet is just not good and it's unstable. That's one possibility. The other possibility is I have a long wire that goes from my modem down 2 floors into my computer. And it could be that I need to get a new, really long wire.
Okay, well, I like that you're using technical terms like really long wires.
Yeah.
Now, what's the Virgin guy's name? We were talking about it last week. I called him Robert Mayhew, but that's not it.
No, it's not Robert Mayhew. It's billionaire Richard Branson.
I think Robert Mayhew and Richard Branson are fairly similar.
I got to say this too. I was scrolling through Twitter, and up comes a picture of Richard Branson surfing.
You mean Robert Mayhew?
Sure, surfing with a lady on the surfboard, and she's got no top on. James.
Whoa, did he have a top on?
He didn't have a top on either. So this.
Well, so what's the problem, Dave?
The problem is this guy is ruining our show and then gallivanting across the globe with topless ladies.
Man, sounds awesome.
It sounds awesome for him.
We're over here working our rear ends off.
For nothing.
Our tail has been ground to a nub.
Yes.
This guy's surfing USA
Yeah.
with some prime real estate.
James, you paused there and I thought the internet went down.
Yeah, I know. I could feel it. Well, we're going to do what we can to
Also,
make things work tonight.
I've got a sneaking suspicion from that picture that he's not a virgin.
All right. Well, maybe that'll be one of the topics tonight. Do you think Robert Mayhew, the billionaire, is a virgin?
AKA Richard Branson.
Well, we'll see about that. David's guest choice 5 tonight. This is
Guest
the
choice
5th
5.
edition. Yeah, of course. So I think we've found our first pattern or motor of the night where I relinquish the control. The reins are out of my hands. The guests are the arbiters of what we talk about. But of course, we can't have guest choice 5
Guest choice 5.
without guests. So joining
5.
you are some real fan favorites. Let's welcome Monika Schneider and Annabelle Agnew to the show. Annabelle, welcome back.
Thank you.
Live
Hi.
from your bright apartment.
Yeah.
Monika Schneider coming to us live from your dimly lit apartment with wild hair.
Hi.
The last time you were here, Monika, do you recall what happened?
Was it the bake-off?
It was the Christmas cookie bake-off.
Right. And I think did I come last? I think I came last.
You did come in last. Yeah.
I'm so proud though.
Did the internet go down?
No.
I don't believe the internet went down, and I believe it's because Dimitri was doing tech that night, if memory serves correct. All right, well, we're here tonight. It's essentially your show. It isn't my show tonight. I've asked a huge favor, at least huge as it pertains to preparing for a little bitty internet program, to come up with a variety of topics. I believe that we've done it. Monika, because you reminded me that you came in last in the Christmas Cookie Bake-Off of 2023, what if we begin with you? What if you are first place in deciding what we're talking about tonight?
My first topic is putting a question out to all of you. Have you kept any memorabilia from your childhood?
Man, that's a great
Memorabilia.
topic. Okay, well, Monika, can I dare start with you? Because I suspect that if you're asking this, easy, Dave.
Let's see it.
If
Didn't
you're
wanna mute
asking,
myself.
this either means that you have some or you have none, and it made you think, why don't I have any? Where do you stand on this?
I don't have any major stuff. I have some things though. So I have, and it's saved by my mother and passed down to me that I then saved.
Yes.
So artworks that I drew as a child.
Okay, now when you say memorabilia, is it kind of things that were created by all of us as children, or just items, anything?
I think it could be anything. The first thing that came to mind was, yeah, I guess anything you had as a kid that you've still kept now.
All right, let's get into it. Annabelle, let's start with you.
Yeah, I have a few things. In fact, they're probably on here. Um, I have I think my favorite, I'll start with that one, is I was a sea cadet in my early teens, and um
Not
my
where you had a brief run-in with Soul Asylum, I remember.
yeah, that's right.
Amazing.
They thought I was so cool. Um
What do you mean?
and
Yeah, Annabelle, why don't you tell the story again?
So like the
why
band
would I
Soul Asylum?
It's almost like this story is some memorabilia.
yeah. And so the sea cadet uniform is really like it's embarrassing, and it's a big white bucket hat, and you have to walk around in it in public.
How old are
You have
you?
to you show pride. I was 14, and I was walking home in it, and I also at the time had these circular, almost John Lennon type glasses that the optometrist had convinced me to get photo gray because then they would turn into sunglasses, but when not in the sun, they were permanently tinted brown. So I really did not have a good look going. So this tour bus drove past me and then pulled over on the side of the road. A bunch of roadies came out of the bus and they were laughing at me and they were like, "What are you?" Like, please tell us what you are and why are you dressed like this? So I explained to them, and then they were like, "Oh, well, we're with Soul Asylum and we're here for the concert tonight. Do you want VIP passes?" I think they thought all of it was like a really funny joke to play on Soul Asylum.
Did you go?
I did. I went and I met Dave Perner and
Were you
everybody.
wearing the outfit?
Oh no.
Do they? What's their? They go. What song do they sing?
Runaway
Runaway
train.
train, never going back.
Okay.
That
They
that
don't
kind of
do
thing.
the "Ooh, I want you, don't know if I need
No,
you."
that's Savage Garden.
Savage Garden. Right.
Right,
So
right,
that story is some memorabilia. So
right.
now that we've gotten that out of the way, which I feel like
Yeah,
you've told that I've teed you up to tell that story multiple times on this
I
show.
think I think so.
Yes.
Um, so my grandfather was in the British Navy during World War II, and when he was really proud of me of being a sea cadet, and he didn't talk very much, but one day he pulled me into like his room and he gave me his Navy Seaman's like book, and I have
Hmm.
it still, and
That's
it's
that's
real, yeah,
that's a nice end to this story that was initially started to humiliate you.
yeah. But like my grandmother told me, she said, I always thought he'd give it to one of his sons. This is really special. Like you should really treasure this. And I do to this day.
I like
Yeah.
that story and off. That might be one of the nicest stories, if not the nicest story in the history of this show. Dave,
Yeah.
any childhood memorabilia that you have held on to?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff, James. My mom sort of keeps a lot of stuff at their house. So I got a bunch of Ninja Turtles action figures.
Nice.
I have this thing called Marble Works that my kids are starting to play with my toys that I was playing with when I was a baby. So they
Oh,
kept all that stuff. And
that's
so some of that plastic must be harmful, but whatever. And recently, my mom brought over a laminated sort of art project that I did when I was, I guess, in like grade 1. And she was like, "You should hang this up." And I'm not going to hang it up. but she did preserve it.
Now, what if the next time we do an at-home live, we sell the art?
Sure, I mean, that would be something.
Yeah, Dave art.
There's also,
art
I have a few other
auction
art
on At
pieces
Home with
too.
James.
I think I don't tempt me because I've tinkered with a live auction multiple times.
I also have a menorah that I made out of toilet paper rolls and
Oh.
Q-tips. Must
You
have been
still
in
have that?
kindergarten, and my mom has kept it.
Wow.
Is that like one of those things where you were like, "Oh, I have a project due tomorrow," and it was 10 o'clock at night?
No, I think it's just like, oh, here's a bunch of kids. Let's give them some recycling material and make them like an art project. Recycle cycle out of it.
Yeah. Okay. I've got way too much of my stuff. I recently did a bit of a purge. My mom had a bunch of my belongings as a kid in her home, and I was like, I should probably grab this stuff. It's so much. My apartment is almost an emporium of things that probably are worth money now. Tons of 80s and 90s wrestling stuff that I think if I sold, I'd make decent money, but I can't bring myself to sell it. I'm one of those people like,
Mm.
I can't do it. My closet right now, I've done a great job of covertly organizing hundreds of toys.
Nice.
There's a full bag beside me right now.
Wow.
Show it.
Is this
I don't-
recent brought these things back?
This is within the past couple weeks. Yeah,
wow.
so just
That-
t-shirts, foam fingers,
Oh my
you name it. I've got just everything right now.
Mm.
I should start a flea market and then never sell anything because once someone hands me the money, I go, I can't do it. I'm like your mom, Dave.
Yeah. You are a lot like my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both care about you.
Yeah.
All right, that's our first topic. Also, I'd like to
Nice.
point out the second sneeze on the show. I don't know if anyone has sneezed once on this show, let alone two sneezes from two separate people in the same night.
I hope I don't catch it.
I also hope I don't catch it. Annabelle, the floor is yours. Next topic.
So I chose questions from a list of questions.
Oh, come on. What, did you just search
And I kind of
conversation topic generator?
No, these questions apparently help you fall in love with a person.
Yes. I love it.
There's like 36 questions that you can ask your partner that will help you fall in love or stay in love or whatever. So I thought this would be fun to choose from
Okay,
there.
so it's not just a prospective partner, it's one that you're already with and you want to find deeper connection.
Yes, it can be both. It could be somebody
Mamma
you're
mia.
just getting to know. Well, I chose just some of the interesting ones for a neutral set of friends.
Okay, I
Now,
love it.
Is there
I
a
love
risk
it.
that these questions could backfire?
You know, I can't predict how we're gonna feel about each other by the end of this episode.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Are we at risk of all falling in love?
I mean, let's
I
find
can't afford
out.
to do that right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
true.
Uh-oh, Monica, it's already started with Monica. Oh no. So the question, actually, this is a good sort of like follow-up to Monica's question. And feels personal to me too, because I recently experienced a moment where the building beside me was on fire and I was at risk of my building also becoming on fire. So we had to leave really rapidly, and I made choices that I deeply regret. Don't feel like telling that story here, but if you, beyond your
Wait,
children,
hold on. You thought your house was burning and then you made regrettable choices?
of what to bring with me.
Oh, I thought you were like, so I went out and gambled my life savings away.
No,
Okay.
no,
I understand.
no,
Now
but
I understand.
I felt I was like, my priorities are bad. And so beyond your pets and your kids, what is the one item, if you can, if your whole house was to go up in flames, what would be the item that you would bring with you?
And people don't count as items.
It's not, people and pets do not count.
All right, Dave, let's start with you. This is interesting.
My
Certainly wouldn't be that modem of yours.
my Xbox. No, I don't have an Xbox. That's a great question. There's not much that I actually care about in terms of items. My mom. Okay, so back to my mom. She. I mean, obviously, photography used to not be digital, so she printed out a whole bunch of pictures. Not printed, but she got them developed, and she made 3 different albums of my entire life. And so that comes to mind as something sentimental that I wouldn't be able to replace necessarily. But I don't know. Maybe like my wedding ring, if I weren't wearing it or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's
Come on,
nice.
you gotta leave
Wow.
that behind. That thing, a wedding ring. Come on, the pictures are better than the ring.
Yeah, you're right.
Monica, let's go to you. What are you taking? You have a cat, but the cat's off the board.
Hats off.
And in fairness, your cat's kind of mean.
Meow.
Future topic coming your way, FYI. The first thing that came to mind, as maybe cliche as it is my laptop, because I have a lot.
I think it's a great answer.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't really have I should maybe get a backup thing. Anyway, all that to say, laptop first. And then Dave's response reminded me, ooh, I do have a lot of photo albums that are photos that only exist in photograph form. But if I'm honest, it would be laptop first and then the albums.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go cash.
Do you have cash?
You've got cash. Cash in the mattress.
I might have a couple bucks.
Ooh.
Between the mattress.
But, you know, it's interesting because I feel like laptop was in my brain. But then it's like, you know, sometimes when there's an item of importance like a laptop that maybe it dies or whatever, there is an excitement that comes with, ooh, now I have to buy a new one. You start fresh.
Yeah, plus you get to claim it on insurance.
I don't have it.
Ooh.
I don't have insurance either.
Monica, do you have apartment insurance?
I do, yeah.
Maybe I should get it. I've got a lot. Now we've basically unearthed that I've got a lot of valuables in my home.
Yeah.
If I dropped dead tomorrow and people started digging through this, they'd be like, "Yeah, a lot of great stuff. What do we do with this?" And then Dave would swipe things.
That cash.
And he'd go sit at that flea market and sell.
I'd save
sell.
those Benjamin Franklins from your place.
So yeah, I got American cash apparently. Yeah, my first instinct is cash.
Yeah.
Because I think items burning would feel terrible, but knowing that decent amount of money burning, you'd never live that down. Because you'd be like, I should have just put it in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it all depends, because I've got as much as people don't realize, I'm a fairly sentimental guy. I'm a guy that likes moments. I like moments and items that mark moments. Like I'm looking at a couple things right now. It's like, oh, I should maybe have selected that.
Like what?
But, well, I've talked about this on the show before. I have some art that people commissioned of me.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was looking at
the art of yourself.
But it's from sentiment. It's art that has been commissioned of productions that I've done.
Sure, there's something narcissistic about that, though.
Well, okay, I understand that on surface it's narcissistic, but it was a gift, and there's more to it than just it's not like it's a framed photo of me looking out like I'm a Canadian prime minister at the turn of the century
dictator.
Or something. Yeah, or a dictator. Yeah. All right, so Annabelle, you've gone with.
So in the actual event, I took all of my work files with me. That's what I did,
Okay.
and I was really embarrassed about that choice.
No, I don't agree. I understand the pull to be embarrassed, but it
was my livelihood. It was my livelihood.
Yes, that's it.
You know?
You're taking cash with you.
Yeah, it's like if these files burn, I've got a lot of angry people at me,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I don't think that's bad priority. And it's easy to judge in hindsight being 2020, but when your place is burning, it's not like you're sifting through stuff. Like the reality is, I live on the 3rd floor of my building, so it's not a far drop. If I knew an apartment a few doors down was burning, that sliding door would open and I'd be pitching stuff, and afterwards I'd think I did a hell of a job.
Right.
I'd push the mattress out and I'd let it rip.
It was really get out, right? Like they were yelling at us to get out, and it's really shocking. Like you don't.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Realize that that's going to happen.
Did you sleep in your own bed that night?
I did, but my kids went to their dad's place because
It must have been a hell of a time to get to sleep.
I was just really grateful because for a while, I didn't get back into my house until about 2 a.m. But I was just really grateful I didn't have to. What did
you do in the meantime? Did you drive around or?
I went to a pub down the street where I could see because everything was cordoned off.
And what day of the week was this?
I want to say like a Monday or a Tuesday. Like it was
So
not.
you're just like this lady at a bar shutting a pub down on a Monday.
Yeah, it was not a good night. It was really shitty. Yeah.
You're providing a lot of very heartfelt moments on this show tonight, may I say.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Are we starting to have feelings here?
Yeah, I'm in love.
Feelings?
I'm in love.
Mm.
A lady in distress? Dave, let's go to you. It is now your turn.
All right. Here's my
Here we
topic.
go. I want to say that he didn't even prepare anything until I told him moments before the production call got underway.
Not true.
It is.
Here's my topic, James. It's memorable music videos.
Nice.
So if
it.
nobody watches music videos anymore, that's a fact of nature.
Well, they still make them.
Yeah, they make them, but nobody watches them. Back in the day, though, I feel like when I was a kid, I'd watch them all the time. So I'm wondering
Me too.
what music videos in your mind really stick out.
Yeah, I want to. The way I want to do this is very similar to my Chip Mount Rushmore discussion. Let's not think too hard. Let's just think the ones that pop, and maybe we go around the horn a couple bit. Dave, why don't we start with you? Memorable music video.
So I'm thinking of one. It's LL Cool J, and I think it's in like a silver chamber that's like reflective.
A lot of silvers in the late 90s, 2000s.
And it's a lot of silvers. There's a thing on Twitter of all the music videos from the 2000s. Looks like they were shot inside of a cheese grater. It's all like shiny and reflective. Yeah. And I think it's I don't even know the name of it.
So not memorable.
No, it's memorable. The video is memorable in my mind, but I'm trying to figure out.
Okay,
what it is.
now are the conditions we can only remember the video?
Yeah, you have to describe it, and other people have to fill in the blanks. It's LL Cool J, and I think it's Missy Elliott too.
Do you think?
I think, yeah.
Why don't you do some research while we go around the horn?
Yeah.
Annabelle, let's go to you. Memorable music videos.
The first one that came to mind was Rhythm Nation with Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
I love that video. I was big into the dance videos, and Janet Jackson had solid video game throughout all of the 80s.
She's had a great career.
Yeah. So that one for me, that one stood out because of the uniforms, the dancing, and just the countdown. She did countdown strangely.
You love a lady in uniform. Love a lady in uniform. That's what really inspired you joining the what was it, the Sea Cadets? You just wanted to be like Janet Jackson in Rhythm Nation. Monica, let's go to you.
Guys, I queued up the song.
You can't play songs on here. We'll get.
Oh, I can't.
You can play like 5 to 10 seconds of it.
Shall I play 5 or 10 seconds?
Yeah, you can play. I'd say err on the side of caution.
All right. I'm going to fast forward it a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do the first 5 seconds.
Sure. Yeah.
It's on the Rock soundtrack?
All right, there we go. No.
I didn't hear anything.
We didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear a thing.
Okay, well.
Maybe sing a little bit of it.
Maybe not. So, Sarah by Starship in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Memorable video for me because as a tween, it was like emotional and powerful. It was a woman coming home and fighting with her boyfriend. Meanwhile, a storm's brewing outside and she goes out and it's a tornado. And the gist is she probably died in the tornado and never.
Look, you know what? Women love fighting with their boyfriends. Right, Dave?
Amen.
I just love the song. It's such a catchy 80s tune. I recommend everyone playing it as soon as this show's.
I want to go around the horn a couple of times. I'm throwing one right now. When I think music videos, this is what comes to mind. Christina Aguilera, Dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ex-Tina.
My favorite video of all time.
Yeah.
I think all of mine are 80s because that's the only time I watched music videos.
Yep.
Oh, I've got two. I've got two in the horn.
I have another one.
Yeah, you got 2 in the horn.
In the barrel.
Yeah.
You want me to go?
Yeah, yeah.
Go for
Let's
it.
go. We'll go hit us with one, and we'll go around the horn
Okay,
again.
this one is Alien Ant Farm, Smooth Criminal.
Right.
The
Yeah,
cover of
they're all in the
they're
backyard.
in the backyard. There's a little kid doing like the moonwalk, and
Yeah.
that, of course, is not an original. It's a cover.
And for people who don't know, why don't you let us know what a cover is, Dave?
A cover is when a band takes the song of another artist and
Oh, they take it?
they take it and they transform it into their own song. Oftentimes, and this particular cover doesn't really stick to this even the same genre of music. They convert it into sort of like a what would you call Alien Ant Farm?
I would probably call it like alternative rock.
But
Yeah.
it's heavier than alternative rock. It almost has like a rap. Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I really don't like that song, but I have a soft spot for their song Movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one.
Unmemorable
Okay.
video, but they're in a movie theater.
Mhm.
All right, let's keep going. Annabelle, your turn. Memorable music videos.
Of course, the original was by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I was thinking ridiculousness. November Rain, Guns N' Roses.
Hell
Yeah.
That one was
Great one.
like it was such an insane video too, and it was so
Yeah.
long. Yeah.
A lot going
love-
on.
I loved Stephanie Seymour's mini wedding dress in that.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what I'm gonna wear.
That's a lady that makes you sweat. That's a lady that you, if you're her boyfriend, you don't come home and argue.
No,
Yeah.
you don't run out in a tornado.
And when
Become one together. What?
Mamma Mia.
Yikes.
Sadly, when Lisa Marie Presley passed away, Axl Rose performed it at her service.
No way.
Yeah,
What?
it's available online.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, Dave was at the service.
Lucky.
Was Slash on a cliff somewhere? Like
One could
doing a
only
solo?
hope. Yeah,
I hope
one
so.
could only hope.
I hope
Monika,
so.
let's go back to you. We're gonna do Monika. We're gonna go around the horn again.
Take on Me, aha, comic
Oh.
book jumping in.
Yeah,
That's
that was a very much ahead of its time.
Mm.
Some
You
would
know
call
what?
it.
That makes me think of one. Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of
another
that
music
one.
video that was a mind
Yeah,
bender.
these are both groundbreaking.
Yeah.
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 Dave, you got another groundbreaking one?
Yeah.
So far, your picks are Smooth Criminal by Alien Ant Farm and an unknown LL Cool J song that might feature Missy Elliott.
Now this one, this is a little known band called the Foo Fighters, and it's a little known song called what's the one with the Mentos?
Isn't it Big Me?
Big Me, yeah, that's it. I was gonna say Everlong, and then I was like, that's wrong. It's Big
Yeah,
Me.
isn't Everlong the one watching the guy? Doesn't he walk through a house on fire?
Yeah, I think so. And he always is showing the fake Mentos.
Yeah.
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 I was like, oh, when I watched that one as a kid, I was like, that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think Learning to Fly was also a bit of a silly video. A lot of bands had silly videos.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yes.
that reminds me
They
of
were
the
memorable
Offspring.
that way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, The Offspring,
Or,
by the late 90s, a lot of silly songs.
Yeah.
All the Small Things. That one was a big silly video.
Blink 182, yeah, where they're running
Yeah.
around nude. Yeah,
That's not
Monica,
the one where
what
they
do you-
did the Backstreet Boys impersonation, is it?
It could have been.
Oh, it might be
maybe?
that one, and the nude one might be What's My Age Again.
Right.
Monica, let's go. Monica, I just want to point out, Monica, the only guest who raises her hand to speak on this show. It speaks to the level of politeness that Monica has that the rest of us do not have.
Can't help it. I can't talk music videos without mentioning Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
fan.
Yeah, that's
big-
fair.
Maybe the most memorable music video of all time.
Totally.
Like,
Right at
he
the
likes
end
it.
when he does this.
Yeah.
yes. Oh.
Yeah.
But he does it freakier.
good.
No offense.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't have the prosthetics and makeup to do it as freaky as Michael Jackson when his eyes turned into cat eyes at the end of Thriller.
Yeah.
Or the red leather jacket with zippers.
You know, I have an exact replica of that.
I hope so. And
Whoa.
I do. It's not leather, but it is a Michael Jackson Thriller. It's not a costume either. I bought it for $2 at a secondhand store.
That is not being sold at the flea market. No.
you need to wear that, James.
Mm-hmm.
Do I though? Maybe I'll wear it the next time I host a show. Maybe I'll do it. I'll do the entire Thriller number around Halloween. Yeah, Dave, I see your hand is up.
Yeah, I just wanted to check in. Now, Michael, that was a video that was very narrative. Like, it felt like a big production.
Well, Vincent Price was
Yeah.
the narrator.
Yeah. But, so I feel like that was a genre of music videos where it was more like these, like, large, complex pieces. But then when that was too young for that, when that came out, at least. But then I do remember when Michael Jackson made a kind of comeback, and he came out with another sort of long music video for a song whose name I'm forgetting, but it was sort of like a combat sequence in like a sort of sketchy nightclub. No, it wasn't bad. It was like a newer song.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the combat in the metro station.
No, not the one in the
Wesley
metro.
Snipes.
You mean Smooth Criminal?
No, not
maybe?
Smooth Criminal. This was like a later Michael Jackson
Yeah,
song.
it was like 2000s.
Right?
It was a slower song, and there was like a sleazy club owner.
That's
the song
right.
Oh.
doesn't fit the song doesn't fit the theme of the video.
Well, do you remember the name of the song, though?
No, it sucks.
It did suck. Yeah. I remember distinctly that it sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, his later music just didn't land the same way.
But
Yeah.
you know, it's not uncommon because you think about some of these epic artists. Like, can we sit around and rattle off any recent Elton John songs?
No. Or Cher or anything like that.
Yeah, no, you know.
You Rock My
There's a ton-
World?
Yes, that is it.
Yeah.
That is exactly it. Yeah, because you did a Google search.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Well, did you ever find the LL Cool J song?
No.
All right. Okay. Well, let's keep
I
going.
want
Oh,
just one
sorry.
more.
Yeah, I see Annabelle's hand is up. Yeah.
Oh, this is a great topic.
Wait, we have to mention Spike Jonze because he changed videos as well with
Right
Sabotage
about now.
and what was
Wait,
the,
did he do that song, Funk Soul Brother? No, I'm thinking of the other one.
He might have because he also did the one when they're in the mall in front of the movie theater. I'm gonna what is
Praise you like
it? Praise
I-
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's the one with Christopher Walken dancing.
Yeah, he did that one
Wait,
too.
hold on. Who directed Thriller? It was a movie director that did it.
I had the VHS where it was like
So
the
Michael
making
Bay.
of Thriller,
It was
but I don't know
Michael
who
Bay.
it was.
It's John Landis. I didn't want to say it because I was
yes.
afraid of being incorrect, but I feel good about myself.
That's right.
What movies did he do?
Werewolf in Paris or London or something?
Yeah.
That's
London?
with
Yeah.
Jason Bateman or Michael J. Fox? Or am I thinking of a different?
No, I think you're thinking of Teen
Teen
Wolf.
Wolf, yes.
Yes,
And Teen Wolf.
Let's
that's both.
let's keep things moving. Monica, the floor is yours on guest choice 5.
Oh, well, I mean, I can't not have a topic. I said it was coming up.
Just one moment, Monica. The floor is yours on guest choice 5.
What does that mean?
Guest choice 5.
There we go. Monica, the floor is yours.
It's like, am I missing something? So the next topic is cats. Only
Nice.
cats, no other animals, only cats. So it can be anything you want. Have you ever had one? Did you have an experience with one? Do you know one? Is there one nearby
Mhm.
that abandoned that you see sometime? Any story about a cat?
Well-
Love him, anything at all.
I have a
There
story
might
that
be-
happened to me tonight.
There might be one in frame right now, Annabelle. It looks like your cat's a little worse for wear at the moment.
This is
Wow.
my cat right now.
So cute. Is he on his back?
Yeah, he's
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 presenting.
Fred Eagle for all of you.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's my cat, Steve. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how did you land on Steve?
So Tommy took one look at him and he goes, "I know what he needs to be called, Steve." Yeah, that was it.
At
Does
the
he-
time, were you
Comment.
like, "I'm gonna name my cat Steve"?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And I think he got it because he was really into Captain America at the time. So
Got
Steve
it.
Rogers.
Okay. Dave's
Yeah.
hand is up.
Does he have a cool alter ego, Stefan?
No.
Now, is this
No.
reference lost on anyone?
Yeah,
Uh,
lost on me too.
Dave, would you like to explain?
Sure. Well, a long time ago on ABC, I think, there was a sitcom called Family Matters, in which a character was quite
Oh.
nerdy named Steven Urkel.
That's right.
Yeah,
But
he was but they never called him Steven. It was just Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
sure, but it was short for Steven Urkel.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
And
And then he'd have that alter ego.
there was a machine that turned Steven Urkel into a cool guy named
What a
Stefan
stupid
Urkel.
ass show that was, family, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, it had a couple of important moral messages.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. So does your cat have an alter ego, Stefan, where he becomes cool?
Uh, no, he's very he's pretty mean, but he's nice to me. He's very routine oriented.
More of a
So around
Steven
7 o'clock.
Crowder.
Yeah.
Monica, I referenced your cat earlier, and Annabelle just said that her cat was mean. Your cat's a little bit rough around the edges too.
Yes, so Annabelle and I have traded stories.
We've bonded over this.
Bonded
Yeah.
over
What makes your cat mean, Monica?
mine.
Yeah.
He's around a bit, but he's what makes him mean is he'll suddenly, what might seem sudden, but I see the signs, so I know how to avoid it now. Just decide to attack.
When was the last time your cat attacked you?
Maybe a few months ago.
Does it hurt
Yeah.
your feelings when it happens?
No, it used to, but I'm so used to it. It's just like male. I chalk it up to weird male hormones and having gotten him at a shelter. So like,
Yeah,
Yes.
got
I
it.
do the
Okay,
same
so
thing with Steve.
he was maybe affected beforehand. Is he neutered?
yes, but he's
Mhm.
also very affectionate. So it's like he's got this other side that's
Yes.
Yeah.
why I've kept him around. I just know when to avoid him.
Did you ever think early on, like, I don't know if this is gonna work?
Oh, I called the shelter and said, I don't want him, take him back, find someone
Yeah.
else.
And did they
Wow.
say no?
No, they said, all right, we'll let you know. I never heard from them. Meanwhile, we bonded. So.
Wow. Okay, Dave, you said you have a cat story.
Yeah, so this evening, I was just put my son to bed, and so we wanted the house to be quiet, and then the doorbell rings, and I was like, fuck, because I don't want my son to wake up with the doorbell. And I go downstairs, and there's just some. Normally, it's like an Amazon box, and no one's there. They just drop off the box. But I go downstairs like 2 minutes later just to see, and there's this young woman with like dyed red hair just standing at my door, and she's like, "Excuse me." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, There's a cat over here." I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "Is it your cat?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Oh." Pretty good story.
Wow.
How young?
Great.
I'm gonna say
Like a
that
kid?
she was like I don't know, like 16 to 18.
Mm. And she rang your bell?
Yeah.
Like oh, interesting.
She claimed that the cat was also hanging in front of my door, and that she just
Ah.
wanted to know if I was supposed to let the cat in.
Well, neighborhood cats like to wander around. I
Yeah.
don't have cats. I grew up with cats. I really like cats. There's a cat in St. Henry on the same street. I suspect it lives on that street that's got a collar with a little box on it that I suspect has some type of meaning. Must be a key or something in there or some type of identifier. And the cat's name is Beans, and it's really friendly.
Oh,
I
that's
love
a
when you
nice
run
name.
into a friendly street cat rules.
You ever see
Yeah.
Men in Black, James?
I haven't, no.
Well, there's a cat in that movie with a chain, with
Oh,
a
really?
collar, and on the collar is a sort of sphere, and that sphere is an entire universe.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Oh.
thanks for the spoiler. It was on my list.
You should watch it. Tommy Lee
What's
Jones.
the point now that I know what happens?
Well, okay.
Monica, anything else as it pertains to cats?
Oh, I mean, I could go on and on. So,
Me
Well, why
too.
don't you?
oh, I'd be into. I'll do a quick history of cats, and then maybe it could be fun to do another topic. Oh, Dave has something to say. Go ahead.
All right.
I was gonna say, who's your favorite celebrity cat?
I don't follow other cats, to be honest. So I like the cats I've had, but I don't,
Mine's Garfield.
get other celebrity cats. Fictional. There you go. Okay, that's something else. It's James dying over there. I
Yeah.
grew up with a cat. My first cat experience was Paulina. She was a black calico, really cute, and I wanted to bring her in the bathtub with me. And I brought her in, and then she scratched me. Then my second, like it's not interesting. Well, my second and James is dying. Cat experiences I got to. It was James. You might like this. Christmas comes in. It was Christmas time. I was working in Toronto at the Hudson's Bay Company, in the design department, and then I walked by. You're making me laugh. A window that was being used by the Humane Society to display, cats for adoption. And it was like the most gorgeous Christmas setup with trees and presents and like these two long-haired kittens curled up under the tree. And I just looked at them and I was like, is it 2 for 1? And they said, yeah. And I was like, oh.
Wait, how old are you when you brought a cat in the tub with you?
That was, I was maybe 3 or something.
Okay, so yeah. That would be tough being naked in the bath getting scratched by a frightened cat.
Yeah.
I like that story, and I have to apologize. I was still laughing from Dave's celebrity cat choice. That was, for my money, one of the funniest moments in the history of this show.
Great.
What was that cat that was really, it had kind of like breathing issues? It was viral online for a while. It's no longer with us.
Oh, I don't know.
No idea.
Oh, but this also ties into Christmas. The owner did, like the Yule log that's always just on loop. He had the cat kind of sitting there, just like.
No.
It was, but it wasn't off-putting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. Dave, are you Googling the cat?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a celebrity cat that breathes heavy.
Yeah, just put viral cat breathing issues. We'll probably find it. I can't believe I forgot the cats. There's also Grumpy Cat.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much cat stuff, like the keyboard cat. That's one of the first.
Oh, keyboard cat.
ones.
Yeah, that's a celebrity.
Yeah.
Or what about the cat that's on the poster? Hang in there, babe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or I Can Has Cheeseburger, that whole website for a long time.
Oh, that's a little bit too current for me.
Oh, is it?
All right, let's keep going. Annabelle, the floor is yours. Next topic as we begin to wind down.
Okay, well, I have 2 questions left over, but I think I'll just do one of them because of the time. If you could design your job, I think I made this one up. If you could design your job that would set you up, like it's just really a job, but money doesn't really matter or factor into it. Where it is doesn't matter. Like schooling's not a thing. It's just like, if you could imagine your job, because I have an answer to this, what and where would it be?
I don't think I understand the question.
So like, if you could like have any job, right?
Yeah, let's say plumber.
Yeah, but like, and like that would like an ideal job. What does that look like?
What does the ideal job look like?
Easy,
For
Annabelle.
you.
James is falling in love.
I don't think am I the only person here who doesn't understand the question?
It's like, what's your ideal job? If you could tweak any parameters.
If you could like design like maybe where it is in the world, like what you do, and like I can give my answer.
Yeah,
and that
do
maybe will help. So like I have this like vision of like working in a lighthouse that's also a bookstore, and there's like a big fireplace in it, and it's by the ocean, and maybe I like knit in there and have my cat, and people come in and occasionally buy a book. That to me sounds like a great job.
So what's the job? What's the job though?
Yeah, what's the job? A bookstore that you live in and you don't make any sales.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, this business model is flawed.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, when money is like no thing, like this is just like the thing.
All right. Okay. Yeah, Monica, let's hear yours.
I have to think a little more. I have to be honest. Annabelle's made me think more of like, ideal, just like place to live.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of that too. Like I'm just thinking of, all the little things that I like, and I'd make money.
Right.
Sort of.
I'd love to be in like a great, not crazy huge, but like a nice villa in like somewhere in Italy,
Ooh.
vineyard, and I have a staff that runs the vineyard, and
When you drink the wine?
come, and I just have some wine. People come and like enjoy the wine.
Hmm.
And there's like I don't do anything.
I love that. I
Chef
love that business
prepares the
model.
food
Yeah.
with the wine. People can come for, you know, the city to have the wine and the food, and and I'll partake, sometimes be a hostess, or sometimes take the night off and be in my, you know, room up at the top and look over and watch everyone having a great time.
I love that idea.
My own wine. Maybe I'll make
I would come and visit you.
Okay, so Annabelle's is living in a lighthouse. Monica's is getting drunk and having everyone do stuff for her. Dave, what's your ideal job?
Oh, I'd be a joke consultant to the stars. And I travel around the world helping celebs,
You punch them up.
punching up their jokes.
Nice.
And then sometimes I would go, I'd try them out on stage. Audiences would love me. And
So this is also like you've created, and it's not just a job. You're also making it clear that everyone loves you.
yeah. Oh, people love me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I live in a lighthouse.
Oh, damn, that was gonna be mine.
Yeah.
My lighthouse was gonna be right in the middle of a villa
Oh,
in Italy.
Oh.
Yeah.
nice.
Mine's really not fancy. I would just love to make money running my wrestling organization that I do on a monthly basis. Someone's like, just do this forever. I'd be like, okay, great. And I can keep my life the exact same. I don't have to move. I don't got to go to Italy or live in a lighthouse by the water. Everything stays the same, but they just pay me more money to do the thing I already do.
That's pretty
it.
great.
Now, how much do you make in this ideal wrestling job?
Oh, $5 million a year.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. But you wouldn't move?
I'd maybe move from my current apartment into another apartment in St. Henry.
Okay. Okay.
But you know, look, I'm a man who likes his routine. You know,
James
the
is
idea.
very particular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been hearing about it for ages, David.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, there's this house that's right down the street from my house. I thought, wow, imagine I lived in that house in St. Henry. I think I'm a fixture of the neighborhood. There's a restaurant chain called Poulet Rouge, and they've opened up downstairs from my apartment, and I've already got a rapport with the staff. I ran into one of the guys on the street today. We stopped and had a chat.
So when I was in LA visiting my friend, she's such a regular at this one restaurant that they've created a dish in her name at the
That's
restaurant.
awesome.
Yeah. They all love her.
I would love to have a dish. I'd like to have a dish.
Yeah.
Dave, we're wrapping things up with you. The final topic on Guest Choice 5.
Well, I'll do a quick one, and it's
The
also
final topic on Guest Choice 5.
Guest Choice 5. It's also musical related. Maybe we've talked about it
All right.
before, but what was the first cassette or album that you ever purchased?
Personally, or someone got for us?
Well, maybe personally, because it's like a choice that
Man,
you made.
I got to throw that. I have no recollection of this.
I think
I think I know.
mine was Madonna, True Blue.
What were some of the tracks on True Blue?
Sorry, her very first one, which was with like Lucky Star.
That's my
So
favorite
that
Madonna
would be
song.
like a virgin, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And then next would be True Blue, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Annabelle?
I think it was Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar,
Oh,
Sex
no.
Magic.
Great
Your
album.
favorite.
Great album. Under the bridge downtown.
Yeah.
That's where James drew some blood.
I've said
think
it
that was
once,
what
I'll
I
say
bought.
it again. Anthony Kiedis should be everybody's inspiration because he succeeded having such minimal talent.
He's got great energy on stage,
You-
though, Jane.
I never said he wasn't a good front man.
Yeah. At least they had no talent.
Can anyone sit here and go they can understand his lyrics without reading the lyrics?
Some songs, yes, but most no.
So I recently had an argument with my son about the Under the Bridge song because he was like, it never went to #1. And I was like, yes, it did. And it didn't. It never
How
did.
old is your son?
He's 12.
And he cares about where songs land
Where
on the
it comes up.
Billboard charts.
I don't know.
Songs from the
Yeah.
early 90s.
I don't know why he came up with that. I was just over dinner one night. I was like, that can't be true, but it's true.
He's a mini Casey Kasem.
But the other one on that album probably did, number one.
Give It Away?
Yeah,
or
Give It
something?
Away.
Maybe.
Yeah, which is what people should do when they get any copies of that album. Is give it away.
No way, man.
Monica's hand is up.
Oh, I was just gonna say, remembering that song, the Under the Bridge Downtown. Remember that? All I remember is that music video of him running.
Yes, running. Yeah. with the
Now we're back to
body
memorable
slow.
music videos.
I remember as, again, I don't know if I was a teen at that time, I was like, you should work out more. I was like,
Wow.
Whoa, roasted.
I would like
so
to
shady.
I would like for us to remember this moment. 13th of May, 2024. Monika Schneider, even in a past life, body shaming.
Terrible.
Was it Anthony Kiedis?
Yeah.
I don't think it wasn't Anthony Kiedis. Didn't he get himself into shape? He had some
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had some,
Yeah,
he had
he
some
was in
lines
shape.
going down to his nether regions.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
One of my early young teen memories, anyway, when I think of that.
Wow.
Another memorable music video, the Roller Coaster of Love one.
So we're back to memorable music videos. And
I
we're
was just
still
thinking of
talking about the
Alanis,
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Californication's a very memorable video.
I don't know that one.
It looked like a video game of the time.
Oh.
Remember.
Wasn't that in the desert?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, then what's the other one? There's another equally crappy song.
I don't know, but Californication, they're in the
It was
desert.
on the same album.
On, what's that album called? Californication.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Games. Oh, sorry, never mind.
There was that song on Californication.
Don't
Can't remember the
Stop?
name of it. Scar Tissue.
Scar
Scar
Tissue?
Tissue.
That yeah,
Oh,
that's
what I
the
was
one
thinking
that that's the one that looks like a video game. Look, guys, we're still talking about the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which means I'm officially declaring this show over.
I didn't even say my cassette.
What is it?
Green Day Dookie.
Oh yeah. When
Oh,
I
that's a good
come
one.
around.
Yeah.
I served them in a restaurant once. Mm.
You got a lot of
Well, all these topics now, right? Celebrities you may have met.
I think
Yeah, it's
we've
true.
done celebrity encounters as a micro topic, or at least on a wheel. Annabelle, let's round things out with you telling your story about serving Green Day, which I believe was at Nichols.
Billy Joel
Yeah,
Osment.
Nichols in Ottawa. And they came in around midnight. I worked the graveyard shift. And they sat in my friend's section. And I said, oh my God, Green Day's in your section. She goes, who's that? And I said, I'm taking the table. And so I served them and I said, did you realize you're in Celine Dion's restaurant? And they were like, no. It was the only place that was open in Ottawa late at night. It's where the old Duns was. You know what I'm talking about, Monica?
No,
Did they seem like
Anyway.
a couple of Nimrods?
Well, there's more than a
No.
couple. The band was
I don't
three.
think that album was out yet.
Or
either.
a bunch of basket cases?
Yeah, Nimrod was
Cool.
what, 97 or 98?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or were they American Idiots?
Yeah.
Let's just get out while the getting's good. Monica, Annabelle, Dave, I want to thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you dedicating your Monday night to a show that has most certainly lost its purpose as the years have gone on. We'll be back a week from tonight right here on twitch.tv/athomewithjames. Tell your mom, dad, auntie, unkie, brother, sister, Grammy, Grampy. Tell your neighbor, tell your best friend. Maybe you could even tell your worst enemy. And maybe that'll bond you together. Until then, I am James. That's Annabelle. That's Monica. That's Dave. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell. And, of course, be well.
James, my internet didn't go out. Huh? Think about it.
Cat.